Oh, sure. I think the kobolds are making grilled cheese sandwiches. That's delicious.
Oh, glad I'm famished today. Actually, I did ask that about 2 weeks ago, so I'm surprised they're getting to it this early. Are they making tomato soup as well?
Oh, that's not good. That's morally objectionable. You do know that tomatoes are sentient beings.
I mean, there are many sentient beings, but we still eat them.
That's true.
The hell was that?
Sounds like a very big kobold.
Is that a goat choking on a controller?
I smell grilled cheese.
Hello, sir slash madam.
Hey, sorry, is this like your house? I just let myself in.
You're not the first one. Hi.
Hey, my name's Grundle. I smelled food.
We're gonna need subtitles for this.
Yeah, the kobolds are making some grilled cheese sandwiches. We're happy to share with you if you would like to tell us some stories.
I got stories. I'll take a couple. Take a couple grilled cheese.
We're gonna need more cheese if we want to fill this guy up.
So, what kind of stories you guys like?
Well, how about we start with your name?
My name?
Sure, I think we should introduce ourselves first.
I mean, he came into our house.
Yeah, but it's more polite to say like, "Hey, I'm Ephraim," and then ask for their name.
Hello, my name's Grundle.
Hi, Grundle. See, he gets it.
Hi, Grundle. I'm Ashura.
Ashura, Ephraim, Grundle, grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese indeed. Well, you have a seat as the kobolds prepare the food.
Oh yeah, this is a pretty nice place you guys got.
Yeah, it's warm in the winter. It's cold in the summer. It's a good place.
You guys got any bugs? You got a bug problem in here?
Depends on the bug. Some we like to keep around because they do emit some light.
Oh, that's nice.
Why do you ask?
Oh, just the last cave I was in, there was like all these bugs, spiders.
Well, they don't bug me.
I mean, that does tend to be normal for caves.
Yeah, I guess so. So you said you like wanted to know about my name? You want to know how I got it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so the first thing I remember was my grandma, and she told me my name was Grundle.
Okay.
All right.
And, so that's like what it is. My brother Nifkin, and my grandma Fistula, and my other siblings that we don't talk about.
Why don't we talk about them?
Because we don't talk about them.
They're just not important.
Ah, okay.
It was always kind of a struggle between me and Nifkin, who was in charge. The rest were just kind of there.
Who was in charge? Wait. With a family, there has to be someone in charge.
Well, Grandma was in charge, but she couldn't leave. She's like too fat.
Leave where? Her cave or?
Yeah, well, it was kind of like a cave, but it was like an abandoned laboratory. But it was like old and ruined.
All right, this is getting more interesting. You lived in an old laboratory. Were your families blood related or?
I really don't know. I mean, we all kind of look alike. But we all kind of look like this. But I've never really seen anyone else who looks like this, like in the whole universe. So I think that I don't really know. I think that makes us blood. Close enough for soup, I always say.
Close enough for soup. I gotta write that one down.
But yeah, Nifkin, he was like bigger than me, so he'd often, sock me in the gut and tell me I was on food duty or something. So, I'd fuel up the car, I'd fucking drive across the wastes looking for rats.
Hang on. Little bit of a backstep. What waste? Where do you come from?
I don't know. I tried to find it on a star map once, but I couldn't find it. It's just like a desert planet with no name.
And you had a car?
What was it, like a horse in a desert with no name?
Well, the desert had no name, but the car's name was Lecter McLaren. And he would never shut up. He would just talk and talk and talk.
Wait.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Ka-chow.
Hang on. What do you mean it would never stop talking?
It was a talking car.
He wouldn't stop talking. Keep up, sure.
But cars don't generally talk, eh?
It was red. He had two eyes where his headlights were supposed to be.
Like Lightning McQueen?
I don't know who Lightning McQueen is, but maybe.
All right. So you and your car friend. What is a car, by the way?
It's like a vehicle with four wheels. It's pretty cool. I like cars.
Cart. You're thinking of a cart. We have those in the mine.
Yeah, I've seen minecarts. I've played this game called Monkey Quest 3, Diddy Kong Quest.
Oh, yeah. I play that too.
You have?
I have the world record for speedrunning that.
Oh, really? You're that Grundle.
I'm so confused.
But anyways, it's like that, but with an engine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I want to go fast. I want to go fast. But we really can't go that fast because it's a desert.
Okay, so sentient cars, several people that look like you. What else was in your wasteland?
Well, the apex predator of the wasteland is the giant sandworm, and sometimes we would find like an elderly or sick sandworm, and we would gang up on it and kill it and eat it. But mostly we would just eat rats. There were these rats that were always running around saying, "Oh," laughing at me, saying, "You'll never catch me." And they were just always running around, getting into trouble, drinking all the alcohol they could find.
Oh, that's annoying. That's a pest.
Yeah, they were real pests. I really don't think they taste good either.
You ate them?
Yeah, I mean, that's like the only easy thing to get was rat. I tried rat steaks, rat burgers, tried rat meatballs, nothing. All just tastes like rat.
Okay. And did these rats have names as well?
Well, they're all named Ricky. Ricky the Rat.
Ricky the Rat.
I think they just call him Ricky Rat on his TV show.
I get the feeling this guy's from a parody universe.
Wait, the rat has his own TV show?
Yeah, it's like Ricky Rat's Liquor Theater.
Liquor theater? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, liquor theater. They really like to drink, and he just like gets into fights with his other cartoon friends, and it's kind of slapstick. But they care about each other at the end of the day.
Is that like your family?
Yeah, I guess so. My brother can kind of fuck himself.
So I take it you didn't live on this planet for the rest of your life.
No, I eventually found my way out of that backwater planet. Found a spaceship. It was like barely working, but me and my car were able to fix it. And then,
How did your car help?
yeah, I don't know. He knew a lot about mechanics. He was a real whiz. But there was no room for him in the ship. I couldn't get him through the door, so he had to stay.
I have so many questions.
I said, "Get out of here, you stupid animal. Can't you see I don't want you anymore?"
Oh,
I bet that was heartbreaking.
and you threw rocks at him?
Yeah,
Oh, that's...
it's like you guys were there.
Perhaps we were.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Yeah, it was rough. But it was for the best, I don't know how well he would have done out there. Universe is a pretty harsh place, and he was pretty well equipped for the desert.
Was that just the modifications you made on him?
Yeah, and just a lot of experience. But yeah, after that, I flew around in space for a while, killed some pirates, took their stuff.
How did you know how to pilot it?
Yeah, I don't know. I just knew. I guess I've always known how to do that.
Every answer I get just leads to more questions.
Yeah, a lot of people say things like that to me. I don't really know what that means, but I feel like kind of maybe the same way. Like, how did I get to this cave? And you guys are like the nicest dragons I've ever met.
Oh, you met other dragons?
And
You've met more?
yeah. Oh yeah, I met this one dragon. He was called a sea breeze dragon. He was pink. He was the last of his kind, and he was a real prick. So we killed him.
You killed him because he was a prick?
Or because he was the last of his kind?
I don't remember the finer details, but yes, that's the way I would say it.
Or because he was pink?
Oh no, the pink I didn't. I like pink. That's fine.
Yeah, come on. We don't see color here. Pink, green, brown, it doesn't matter.
I was blue for a while. I didn't love it, but it gave me perspective.
I just... so many questions.
Let's go back to you getting off the planet.
Yeah.
You got into a ship and sailed into space.
Oh yeah.
You found a ship in your wasteland, just randomly.
Yeah, it was like crashed or something. I don't know why. It looked like someone shot it up.
Okay, you found a crashed ship in your wasteland, fixed it up with some knowledge no one knows where you got from, sailed it with knowledge that you don't know where you got from, and then started pillaging pirate ships, or?
Yeah. And that's when they started saying that I was a pirate too. And so I just was like, okay, I'm a pirate now. What do pirates do? They fight other pirates. Eventually I find out that pirates, they go to something called con college, and I got a real education from this guy named Billy. Then me and him, once I was in jail, we got selected for like a special prisoner program to go fight for our crimes to be wiped clean. It was like a great opportunity. Like, some real progressive laws. I was pretty impressed.
It's always nice when they have special programs for special people.
That's when I met my other friends. I met Tavian, he was a bird guy. Billy, the dwarf I was just talking about, he was my pirate teacher. We had Mordecai, he was something called an ender, like a gang, because they're not strong enough to fight you by themselves. They need a whole gang. The other guy was a really nice guy. His name is Mr. Goy. He's my doctor.
Mr. Guy.
Yeah, that's what everybody calls him, Mr. Guy.
Oh, Mr. Guy, I thought it was Mr. Goy.
His name is Mr. Goy, but people get confused. I was confused for like the first year I knew the guy.
And how long have you known him now?
God, I don't even know. It feels like forever. At least 8 years.
Oh, okay.
We go way back. He's my longest living friend.
Oh, that's nice.
So you met them during this program.
Yeah.
Were you paired up?
Yeah, we all had to pair up with this guy named Sal. He's a gnome, and he had a button that could make my head explode.
Oh.
And so, you kind of got to respect that. It's a lot of power. And so I kind of had to do whatever he said for a while. But eventually his, device that could blow up my head broke. So he said, "Fuck you, Sal. We're gonna do what we want."
Yeah. And then what did you do when you could do whatever?
We went and, we were on the planet, and there were these, evil fish and these evil frogs, and we kind of had to, pick who we wanted to help kill the other because we couldn't do it alone. And, we picked the frogs because they like to fight, and I like to fight, so it seemed like a good match.
And to be fair, all fish are evil.
Yeah, they were really evil. Their leader was literally named Lucifer.
Why is that evil?
I don't know, I read it in a book that's like a bad guy name.
Oh, okay. Like Josh.
Yeah.
I see.
Or I don't know, Dracula. But, yeah, anyways. So we kill the fish, and we help the frogs. And then, it's weird. 1 minute I'm on a jungle planet, and then the next minute I'm on a spaceship. It was like a weird portal.
You seem to hop from one thing to the next.
Yeah, right. That's kind of my I just say yes to a lot of things. I find if you say no and block yourself off to the universe, you will, stagnate. And you should say yes and experience more things.
I think I've seen a movie about that.
I like movies.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really like Whispers of the Kitten.
I don't know that one.
Whispers of the...
It's about a serial killer. He eats brains.
Oh.
I don't know, I thought it was pretty scary. And not a lot scares me.
My favorite movie is Bilbo. It's about this dragon who hoards a lot of gold, and then these pesky dwarves tries to steal the gold, and he just kills them.
Sounds like a good movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Does he use, traps?
No, he just burns them.
He just burns and stomps on them.
Oh, alright. I like that.
It's the best movie ever.
Alright, well, I'll have to watch it.
So, what's a space station?
A space station?
Yeah.
It's like a spaceship, but it's stationary. It doesn't move, just sits there.
Oh, like a broken ship.
I guess. I think it can move if it wants, it just doesn't. Because they want people to know where they're at? I don't know.
Maybe it's a ship that just crashed into the space coast.
So what did you end up doing in the space station?
Well, while we were there, we found this worm guy, and he used his magic powers to take over the spaceship, and then he helped us escape, but he didn't help us escape very far, so we were stuck.
You helped you escape the space station?
He gave us an escape pod.
Oh, okay.
We were in a one-room pod with me and Mr. Goy and Billy and Mordecai and Sal.
That must have been rather cramped.
Yeah, we were in there for 7 years, and
7 years.
Mr. Goy taught me grammar and math. Billy taught me more about pirates, and Sal had brain damage or something. I don't know, he was never the same.
How did they get brain damage?
Well, when the worm guy was using his powers, he went into Sal's head to use his body, and then when he left, I think it fucked him up. I don't recommend letting brain worms into your head if you can let it.
I'll make note of that.
There wasn't a lot of options. We had to pick someone. And Sal, I don't know what to say. He's a nice guy and all, but he threatened to blow my head up like a lot of times, so he just seemed like the reasonable candidate.
Seemed like a person who got really full of himself with all that power.
Yeah, power went to his head and got him corrupted, but yeah. We just kind of floated around for like 7 years after that. It was like a pretty good time for me, but I don't think my friends really liked it all that much. They seemed really like bored, or like they were like only talking to me about weird pirate math stuff, because they were like really bored.
Yeah, I guess being stuck on a ship for such a long time could make anyone bored.
So how did you get out after 7 years?
Just open the door.
Eventually, yeah, well, we did think of that, but Billy's engines weren't able to get him very far, and he was running out of air, so we had to like pull him back in with the tether. But anyways, eventually we meet these like guys who they had like their own ship. They let us on board and gave us jobs, and that was really nice for me because I didn't have a job.
Oh.
I had gotten fired from being a pirate by going to jail.
So you'd been unemployed for 7 years.
Yeah, there's a really big gap in my record that really looks terrible on my resume.
I think technically they've all been unemployed for 7 years.
I always write education, but then they want to see my degree. That's what I have to usually punch them in the face and run.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
Sometimes you gotta do a punch and run.
Oh, a punch and run. That could be the name of a drink, I think.
One that just hits you hard, hits you fast, and 5 minutes later you're sober again.
The glass just runs away.
Sounds delicious. My friend Billy calls it the boom and run, but I don't really carry around explosives very often. The crew doesn't let me handle explosives.
I can't imagine why.
Not me either. It's bullshit if you ask me. But they're pretty good. They're good bosses. Carl, he's like the captain. He's like a kid, but he's smart. So, what are you gonna do? And then there's his like bodyguard, Oliver. He's a fun guy. We hit the gym a lot. He got big metal arms though, so I don't know why he works out. If I had big metal arms, I'd let the big metal arms do the talking.
We gotta get the rest of the body. You can't just have giant metal arms. Gotta be able to carry them around.
He's got a really lean core.
Do you have like mouths on the arms? Or how do you make them talk?
Oh, I see. No, I would just beat people to death, and that would be how they talk.
I see.
So will they talk when they're dead? Well, you said you'd beat them to death, and then they talk.
It's more of a statement. The arms will do the talking.
You're saying that all they have to say is pow pow.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that the arms are wasted on Oliver, that I should have the arms. But then I'm like, wait a minute, that means I'll have to have Mr. Goy cut my arms off. That just seems stupid.
That, and then you gotta make sure that he has a spare set of arms before he does that.
But they're pretty good guys. There's a bug guy named Zaldwin. Me and him watch a lot of TV and play video games. There's a little gnome named Nivets, and he really likes my cooking. And that's probably my favorite thing about him is that he likes to eat. And you gotta like to feed people. You gotta want to find people that like to eat.
That is a good thing to have in a companion.
And he's not picky. He'll eat anything. So when I fuck up, I'll just give it to him. He's happy for it.
Bit of a living waste disposal.
I don't think that's too far off.
But going back to your friends that gave you a job, what was it they wanted you to do?
I'm like a bodyguard, I guess. They say they're like mercenaries, and that's like a person who like fights for money or whatever. But I feel like more often than not, they have me on bodyguard duty.
And who are you guarding?
Well, first they had me guard some guy who was running for Pope. I don't really understand, but I mean, that's the way I see it. It's basically all the same. Nothing changed. They got a new Pope, and it's the same. Nothing changed. Why do they even need a Pope?
Everyone needs a pope. That's what I learned. Everyone poops sometime.
Yeah, I go through a lot of toilet seats.
I can imagine.
You gotta get the 3-ply.
Yeah, they say longer lasting, but, burning anyways.
So you protected this pope guy.
Yeah, I thought I did a really good job too, but then the crew told me that we didn't.
Oh.
Why'd they say that?
I don't know. No, they said that he died. I say that if he lived all the way till the end of my contract and then died the day after, I did my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just proves that the investment in you was worth it.
Right, that they should have never stopped paying.
Yeah.
See, you guys see things like my way. Maybe you can explain it to my friends Because they think I'm stupid or something.
I mean, considering you knew how to fix a spacecraft and fly it, I wouldn't really think of you as stupid.
Thanks. I think I'm very wise. I've read a lot of books in prison.
Oh, that's good.
Philosophy or whatever.
Speaking of, do you still hang out with your prison buddies?
Well, the ones that are left, we're in like a dangerous field of work. You know, some of my friends have died.
Oh,
Really sucks.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, yeah, you know. They went out the way they'd want to go. Billy, he blew up. And that's how he always said he wanted to die.
How did he blow up?
So he blew himself up in an act of defiance.
Against what?
So there was this guy that we all hate named Zoros. He's like a bajillionaire and he owns everything. And we hate him because he's a dick.
Many millionaires are, actually.
Too much money. And he didn't donate enough to the charity of Grundle. So he was on my shit list. Then he was really on my shit list because he like captured my friends and Billy wasn't very happy. So he just said, fuck you guys, I'm gonna blow up.
Oh.
I think he thought maybe he would like take some of them out with him. And he did, but not Zoros.
so what happened?
Yeah, Zoros like captured my friends. And we were like really freaking out, like how are we gonna get them back? How are we gonna get them back? And then they just like did it on their own because they're like extremely competent. And that 16-year-old kid captain is like super smart. So like he just figured out a way out without us. But we still tried, and it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I was in hell at the time. There wasn't much I could do.
Why did you go to hell?
It was really complicated, but I was like conscripted to fight in a war, and the people who were in Mordecai's gang were like fighting with demons in a war. So they had me kill all the demons and the enders, and then they wanted us to find where the demons came from, and it turned out they came from hell.
Who conscripted you to do this?
The OIT, that stands for the Offices of Intergalactic Treaties. They're like a universal peace organization. I guess it's a big deal.
I never heard of them.
Yeah, me either until they sent me a letter.
Oh.
But, you know, being told that you can, like, kill people legally is, like, a good opportunity.
Yeah, you don't skip on that.
Right. The rest of the crew was really happy, too, for other reasons I don't fully understand. But I got to smash some heads, so that's all I cared about.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. Except for the, like, part where I had to wade waist deep in excrement.
Oh.
That was not fun.
So that's when you were the poop's bodyguard.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was bodyguarding the poop that day for sure.
This Soros?
Yeah.
You got back at him, right?
Yeah, we did get back at him eventually. I don't fully understand how, but like somehow the captain and his smart friends were able to track him down. And then we invaded his ship and killed all of his men, smashed all of his robots, and then cornered him in a room. And then we fought him in a fair fight because we wanted to fight him at his peak. That way when we beat him, we said we could beat him at his peak. Some people said we were crazy for this, but we did it anyway. And we still killed him.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. We did lose, like, one of our friends.
Oh, that's less good.
But, yeah, eye for an eye, I suppose, right?
Makes the world go blind.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I never heard the end of that phrase. Is that how that goes?
Usually.
I think you're taking it to an extreme, Ashura. If your revenge is poking out the eye of everyone in the world, then you've taken it a step too far.
What is the logical conclusion?
I don't know. I would settle for just kicking the ass of the guy.
Yeah, I probably would have settled for just kicking his ass, but the crew was pretty dedicated for, like, the kill, and, he was responsible for Billy's death, and through, like, by proxy, a lot of other shit that I went through, so I feel like it was justified for me.
Okay, yeah.
You can find all about it on my, YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel?
Homebrew.com. It's a YouTube channel and a podcast.
Grundle.com.
I couldn't get that address.
Oh,
It's already taken.
I see.
But yeah, it's a pretty good time. We're on another road trip right now to like the end of the universe. I don't know. I don't understand.
Oh, I've heard that there's a good cafe over there.
I'll have to check it out.
We shouldn't keep you then.
Alright, yeah, I'll just take this grilled cheese on the road.
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate it, guys. It's been real.
Yeah.
You guys, like I said, are like the nicest dragons I've ever met. I'm really glad I didn't have to kill you.
Yeah, you're the nicest green walking Hulk thing that I've met.
Thanks. I try, you know. Like I said, my family, they're not very nice. They don't usually talk. They like attack first, ask questions later. I feel like that just, it only gets you so far.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and send you back to your dimension. I think you'll be able to take the grilled cheese with you.
I don't know exactly how I got in here, so if you guys could show me the door, that'd be great.
You just walked in through the cave entrance, so turn around, go that way. You should be fine.
Oh, this works. Alright, I'll just walk through this door and see if that works.
If you'd like, we can show you around sometime.
Alright, yeah, I'll be back.
Someday when I feel like I'm not having a fever dream. But until then, have a good awakening.
Thanks. Have a good dream.